Welcome back to the Dark Cosmic Universe. My name is Avian Savage. Welcome back all my Dark Cosmic followers out there. If you are new to the channel, and this is your first time, maybe you're a repeat offender and you come back here and you haven't subscribed, please do that because it definitely helps the channel grow. You were probably brought here because you like action figures, play sets, you like vehicles, you like Pokemon cards, dark Pokemon cards, of course, because they're cosmically epic. Or some other cosmic collectible out there. Or you're possibly a Minecraft fanatic like yours truly is starting to become. Couple things to do. We're going to check out the Pigmadillo, if I got that one right. And then we also got the Warden over here. But before we get to that, if you are subscribed to the channel, please activate the bell icon so you get notified when I upload a video just like this. Leaving comments definitely helps. Sharing those comments, sharing the videos, remixing the videos, remastering the videos, putting them on your socials to let them know how cool you are, definitely helps the channel grow. And definitely this helps out too. That magical thumb always does the trick. All right, here we go. So two things we have in front. Now, if I've messed up on this, it's because yours truly is not an aficionado of Minecraft, but you know I'm getting into it, so respect it because that's how it is. Two figures here. One got this from the clearance section of Walmart. It is the Minecraft Warden. We'll talk about that in a minute. Over here we've got the Pigmadillo. Hopefully we've got it right. We've got some other little piglets over here. We'll check them out. Again, if you are new to the channel, hey, welcome. That's all I can say. All right, let's get to the figures here. So let's talk about the characters themselves. So the Warden here, before I do a quick review of it. So the Warden is an extremely powerful hostile mob summoned by the Skulk Shriekers in the deep dark biome. It attacks by swinging its arms downward, dealing the strongest melee damage of all the mobs. And it can also release a sonic boom that is cosmically epic. Over here we've got the Pigmadillo. And Pigmadillos are the horde of the hunt most elite units. They are rolling armored wrecking balls that bowl through their enemies with devastating effects. Wow, that's pretty cool. So just a little bit about that. Again, yours truly is kind of getting into Minecraft. What do you mean kind of getting into it? I've got the figures over here. Let's check them out. All right. So this is not the complete set. This was the Netherworld one. I want to pick it up on eBay. You know what? Didn't have any of these characters. These guys look really, really cool. Again, if it's a pig, yeah, why not? Now, there's a little button up here. So if you have this particular figure, watch this. Check it out. He has a motion going on there. So he's supposed to have an accessory, but I do not have the accessory. But that's okay. Eventually, I'll find him. But that's pretty cool. So I got two little pigs over here. No, we don't have the three little pigs. We just got two of them. We got one back there as well. And again, here's his counterpart or his buddy. Also ready to do some damage to Steve or anyone else who goes into the Netherworld and decides to do that. All right, let's take a look at the Pigmadillo. Now this one I'm going to have to use both hands because it's pretty cool. We will take a look at the size of it. Let's grab the measuring ruler. Let me get that here. All right. Bringing it back. So if you're wondering how tall this character is, so it is under 5 inches. Very menacing looking. Very cool. Gotta love that. All right. Let's get to what this figure can do. Let's take a look at the figure. Very cool. Pretty awesome. Again, very blocky, as Roadblocks is all about being blocky. Now, I'm trying to remember where the features here. I gotta remember. I was just looking this up, and this guy's got some. Oh yeah, sorry. I think this is it. Squeeze these in here, and this guy is ready to go and attack some people. Check that out. That's pretty cool. So let's take a look over here, and he does this little thing, kick, and I wonder if these legs come down. Nope, they do not. But yeah, talk about a devastating looking character here. The Pigmadillo, yes, and it was the reason. When I saw this figure, I was like, oh, this is cool. Never seen it before. And then, of course, what did yours truly do? I started looking for videos on some play on that. Now, here's the Warden figure. I wound up getting this figure on the clearance rack over at Target, and there was a reason why. We'll go into that in a minute. But let's take a look at the card art. This is really cool. And I actually found some videos on the Warden, so I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. And then I was getting all excited because I wanted to do a quick review of this. And then I tried to get it going here. Now, he does have a sound effect over here. So if you're looking and trying to see if this figure is in your store, or maybe it's on the clearance rack, pause the video. You guys know what you need to do. You go boop, and it's good to go. And of course, while I was doing that, I knocked over the Pigmadillo. Great job there, Avian. That's what I say. All right, let's take a look at this guy over here. Actually, let's find out how tall he is. All right, so approximately, oh, he's bigger. So he's over 6 inches, or almost, yep, just a whisker higher than 6 inches. But that is really cool. Now, he's supposed to have a sound effect gimmick, and that's what yours truly tried to do before the video. Because here's the sound button. Let's take a look at the figure here. Supposed to press it in there. So while I was doing that, and I'm like, it's not working. So of course, I go to the battery compartment. I was like, maybe there's an on and off switch. Probably. But is there? No. So I found out why the reason it wasn't working. Here it is. This little guy right here. This one? Yeah, here it is. So here are I think these are lithium batteries. Now let's see if we can get closer, but yeah, it's corroded. So thank you, Mattel, for sending me a corroded battery. Do I have any spares in the house? No. I mean, the other ones here I was taking a look at, these were fine. Or that one is fine, excuse me. This one is fine. So yeah, so I got a bum battery over here. I'm like, great. So, but a cool looking figure. Let's check him out. Again, he's got the blocky rotation here, or, you know, arms go up. Got some legs. So it's like 5 points of articulation. But a cool looking figure. And again, I saw some videos. This thing is so devastating in the game. Now, if you're a big Minecraft fan and you happen to see one of these characters, they do ask you to attack from afar. Keep attacking, and eventually it will get it destroyed. All right, let's check it out. Of course, that's one thing I don't like about these blocky characters, is that they have no balance, or they've got balance, but yours truly just doesn't know how to balance them. And I've noticed with the older Minecraft figures that those ones, they're pretty tight, you know. I mean, you can play with these things and eventually they will lose their they're gonna lose their abilities to you know, be sturdy. But there I am knocking things over here in the background. That was the ruler, by the way. So just in case. No, it wasn't Seashell, because she is the most cosmically epic cat out there. Actually, she's becoming quite famous. One of her videos with her destroying, yes, destroying, where is my pointer? The things I do. Check it out. I don't know if you can see it, but she has bit into this. So if you think she's playing around and she's only gumming the things, oh no, she is in full attack force mode with those chompers of hers. And yeah, that's what she does. All right, more things falling here in the Dark Cosmic Universe. All right, let's take a look at the figures. Here we go. Looks really awesome. Again, here's Steve, the current Steve, not the Jazzware ones. So you can definitely tell that the size proportion. Now he should be a little bit bigger, but of course it's the toy and how much, you know, they got to cost, you know, making these things and, you know, sending them in the whole 9 yards. They're not going to have them to scale. You could probably 3D print some ones, but check it out. And it's like, oh, this is so cool. I got the pigs over here. Where is my wand? It is here somewhere, and I just put it down. Of course I did. For Seashell to check out. So we got Steve over here. He is a lot smaller than the Warden figure, and I think the Warden's supposed to be like even bigger than that. And here is your original comparison to the Jazzware ones. And so Steve, the original one, was probably about this tall. All right, so here I'm saying probably, and is kind of, and everyone's like, all right, scale, what are we talking about here? All right, so your current Minecraft figures that are on the shelves, they're approximately 3.5 inches, or just under that. Like I said, I don't these blocky figures, they have really bad standing abilities. But here we go. So yeah, so he's just about 3.5 inches. So, and they just can't stand worth anything. They're blocky. They're supposed to be like that. So the original ones, the Jazzware ones, about 2.5 inches. So you know what you're looking at here. But if you do have the figures and you've got them in your collection, the smaller ones would definitely scale a little bit better with the new figure. So the Warden and the Pig Armadillo. So yeah. And then, like I said, we've got the Creeper over here. And let's get the monitor. There we go. Much better. We got the Creeper over here. It was a little bit bigger. And this is from the movie. And then you've got one of the original ones. So you kind of see where they have that. But the cool thing about, we're talking about Minecraft, is that you can scale these figures and they fall over. You can scale them and they look really cool. You know, that's the cool thing about Minecraft, is their scale doesn't have to be that scale. We're going to say scale a lot today. But it's whichever ones you feel more comfortable with when it comes to, you know, scale size. Now, the reason why I'm trying to move all this stuff over here, you can go next to Grimace there, my friend. Why did they make Grimace a block? I mean, it's a block game, but, you know, I'm looking back there, but that's the McDonald's meal. And I did some videos, so if you wanted to look at my previous videos, and you're like, oh wait, you got previous videos? So, here's the old French fry helmet here, which I thought was really awesome. I'm so glad I got that. Does it fit on here? Kinda. So, yep, nope, doesn't. Everything falls over. Nice, gotta love that. But anyway, so the French fry helmet, putting it on him, kind of fits, you know. Use your imagination. I mean, come on, it's a toy. But looks kind of cool, you know. You could probably put it on here. And it fits decent for the Warden. But I think, oh yeah, that's right. Here's another one of the pigs that I've got. This was a blind bag that I did for a video. Kind of cool. Again, you know, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. But I think the reason why they did this is because, and I've showed this off before, but I'll show it off again, is that it was probably meant for this one here. This is the Hamburglar. Zombie Burglar. Yeah. No love for Ronald. Of course, no one likes clowns. That's why they tune into this station and channel, and they're like, hey, there's a clown. Got a clown right there, my friend. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. So check it out. This is really cool. Pretty excited. All right, so cool figures to get. Again, if you're looking to add some characters from the Netherworld, kind of cool. Again, his head kind of oop, boop, 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 you know, kind of like that. Really cool figures. So we got the Warden over here, the Pigmadillo, which is really awesome. My negatives to this, and what are you supposed to do? That's all right. The only negative, again, I got some really trashy batteries. Thank you very much, because I really did want to play the sound effect on here. And here's some more of these lithium batteries. And who knows how long this thing has been in there. But it was on the clearance aisle. I got it for like $9 or whatever. So can I complain? Of course I'm going to complain. Again, that was my only thing. I wanted to hear this, so I'm going to probably have to go to Walmart to get the sound effect going on here. There's the push button over there. So again, cool figure. Very cool for the collection. Yeah. Like I said, these are figures that my kids didn't have, especially my son. I mean, he was like big into Minecraft. He's like, and now take a look. Dad's into it, which is really cool. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. But before we do that, check out, I've got a short either on TikTok or on the YouTubesphere. I got those YouTube shorts. Yours truly, give you guys a choice. The next video will be, will it be based on Marvel Comics, because I got some Marvel figures in the mail, or this incredible package from Marauder Task Force? Now, there'll be like 3 figures in here, so I'll just kind of see what everyone wants, and that'll be the basis. So don't forget to check out that video. Let me know in the comments. Got this one coming up too. Got a whole bunch of Marvel figures, which is really awesome. Definitely excited about that. Anyway, so like I said, I've got the choice is going to be up to my followers out there. Marvel Comics first or Marauder Task Force. You guys let me know in the comments, and I will be checking it out. So tomorrow I'll be putting up a new video. It'll either be one or the other, and I will try to base it. I love the Riddler, the Hamburglar, but he's a zombie. What, you guys couldn't do a zombie McDonald, Ronald McDonald? Anyway, so yeah, either one of the two will be for the next video. Let me know what you guys want for me to review. I'd appreciate that a lot. And as everyone, does anyone else have any problems with these blocky figures? They just don't stand. You would figure they would, but who knows? Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. Again, we talked about the Warden figure. Cool figure. Mattel, you blew it with the batteries. Giving me bum batteries, but yeah, that happens. And then we got the Pigmadillos. Got some little piggy characters over here. Let me know what's going on in your collection. My name is Avian Savage. This is the Dark Cosmic Universe. To my Dark Cosmic family out there, who are they? If you are subscribed to the channel, you are part of the Dark Cosmic Universe. You get to be you decided, of course. I'm not going to decide it for you. Cosmic Cosmonaut, a Cosmic Comrade, an insane toy collector, a Dark Cosmic Pokemon collector as well, when available, or some kind of other cosmic collector out there. You guys come up with some cool ideas. That'd be awesome. What do I say? Say it loud and proud. From one side of the galaxy to the other, and somewhere in between, there is the Dark Cosmic Universe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave some comments. Love to hear from you guys. Again, check me out here. Watch the videos either on YouTube or go to the other social, which is TikTok. Love to hear what you guys think about this. Stay cosmically insane, my friends. Keep collecting all those action figures. Keep collecting all those toys. Come on back here to the Dark Cosmic Universe for another episode, and we will see you cosmically soon.